This is IBM Museum, and I have another unboxing. In fact, I want to see what's exactly included in this box and see how it relates to some of the other items that I do have. I'm going to get the webcam turned off, get turned around, just so we don't have any... I'm sure that I got the full screen to show items, and also that there's just not a phase difference in my appearance on the screen as I move around between the two sources. And this is actually, it's kind of bowed at the bottom. I just wonder how it's packed, and as I say, what's, trying to figure out what's inside. I know what's inside. I just have to kind of see what it all relates to. And of course, a lot of bubble wrap here. This is actually pretty good packaging that can go through, and sometimes it can bow the cardboard. Of course, if there's too much beyond protecting the item that's inside. And this is the item inside. Looks like it has enough bubble wrap around it. And we'll get the box off the side too. And it's definitely been opened, but it will go through and have the items. I was kind of interested. I was interested in this being a complete set. So this is what is considered a PC radio card. It's just one of those odd things that happened back at this point. I guess this model is, in particular, it's the RA300, and it's by Reveal. And that does match some of the other items that I do have that I'll show in a moment as well. And just looking through on the sides, pretty much the same thing all around. Does have some sort of factory sticker there, whether that's a serial number ultimately down below the model or something of that nature. And then the bottom. So it turns your PC into a full-featured FM radio. And of course, for a PC back in the day, as it is, it does have that kind of hologrammed seal I see. And then there's I guess a proof of purchase, or the label in the one corner, the barcodes and things like that. Enjoy your favorite radio programs or news broadcast right out of your PC with this preamplified stereo FM card from Reveal. And Reveal being a TM, marked as TM or a trademark. And easy installation, takes minutes, and thanks to included Radio Reveal software, you get advanced features such as fine-tune up and down, manual and auto scan tuning, a programmable 10-station memory, and more. There's also a convenient auto/timer function that will automatically turn on the radio. That's probably granted that your PC is on at the time of your choice, and turn it off again after a preset number of minutes. You never miss the news again. Of course, a lot of the news is a little bit different format now. I mean, I was getting my minivan ready for my trip. In there, I commonly have the radio tuned on FM to a local channel, and yes, I was hearing some news. Even though I get my news typically from other sources these days. I'm interested a little bit in the weather as I plan out my trip. You can even plug it into any sound card and use it as an additional audio source for your multimedia presentations and sound files, and many other applications. And then everything is controlled via your choice of 3 call-up panels that look just like a car stereo. Simply point and click. And that's showing it under a graphics environment, of course, of like Windows. Includes radio reveal software, 3.5-inch disc, and system requirements. IBM compatible computer, model 386, 8036SX or higher. And then 2 megabyte of RAM, available 8-bit expansion slot inside your computer, MS-DOS version 5 or higher. And that's kind of interesting. I normally expect that the DOS version wouldn't necessarily need up to that high. And then it says Windows 3.1 or higher. I don't think this is going to work with a really newer PC that doesn't even have an 8-bit slot on it. And then optional headphones using an 1/8-inch stereo phono plug. External speakers 4 to 8 ohm. Includes radio card and radio reveal software diskette and warranty card. And then reveal computer products. And I've seen some kind of seal. Reveal guarantee. 100% customer satisfaction. FM stereo and auto on/off. So they did even have some glue here at one point. You know what the composition of that is? It's almost like an amber. And then, as I say, I kind of knew that the package contents would be, would be used in use condition. But I mainly did it for getting the complete pack. And here is the adapter itself. 8-bit adapter. It's got an FCC ID on it. And I'll do a comparison in a moment to the other adapters that I have. And it's interesting too, and I have to figure out, I've seen coils like that before, but going through where they peel off, and I think it's an antenna functionality or gives some sort of reception, the way that they peel off the end pieces like that. And then the back is tagged really good, serial number even, and a part number. And if we looked, we could probably even figure out a production date. Was that? And of course, my ring light too. So Motorola chip. Is that going to be? Well, I'm not seeing a whole bunch of indications of something that necessarily has a date code on it. So we'll look at the other adapters that I have too. And then, so it's got this antenna cable, and that plugs into one of the ports on the back. And then it's got this 3.5 millimeter jack to jack on the little short 3 or 4 inch lead. And I think that was for going through where you bypassed, it had stereo output from the adapter, and then you use this to go as an in for your sound card. So the antenna, yeah, see they have antenna and speaker. And see that ring light is just, so the speaker on the bottom that you went through, rather than a headphone output or output to your headphones, if you had a sound card, hopefully within just a few adapter positions by all this, that reached over about maybe about 2 or 3 adapters at most, either way. And then your other position for the just a 2-wire antenna, like so. And then, as I said, the main thing there, just in this radio reveal software and reveal toolkit, having the diskettes was really kind of my interest. And it was a good price otherwise, but I just thought it'd be good. I don't know, this stuff could probably be archived out there easily enough, and me just not knowing about it. And this is far more than a warranty form. It's also an entry form. Reveal limited warranty. Okay, so we have a contest that was who knows what point in time. Then they talk about coupons. Each month we randomly select 16 lucky winners. Here's your contest rules. Offer expires December 31st, 1997. So they're not, I'm sorry that they are not doing a contest in about probably at least the last 24 years. And there's the owner information. And where you give your birth date and your household income, whether you rent or own your home, what your education level is, and some things that Google just figures out on people nowadays. In the last 6 months, have you or your spouse done all these things? Donated to charities even. The phone numbers, everything else. Even your marital status for your owner information. That was great back in the day on the information that we gave to to just companies that we didn't really care at that time. This is in Woodland Hills, California. Here's a limited warranty. And then it's got a booklet that actually looks relatively familiar. I'll even have to see the date of these and see how it compares. So there's and again, all the system requirements and your tools that are required. You need a Phillips screwdriver, and showing the setup, the hardware. And I knew it was reveal adapter and software and all that too. Installing the software. Show you even how to plug into the outlet. Of course, that's the United States. Excuse me. And they even show the switch. Looks to be on the side of the case. In that back corner. I don't know, it could be an instance where the front right corner. I said back left. I mean back right or front right. With that. And then how to using it. Your radio reveal card. And the control panel. And this manual, I mean, it can be scanned. There's the configuring. Okay, 2 possible IO base addresses. Factory default is 30C, and that'll be hexadecimal. And then the alternate is 20C. You have to reinstall the software if you change the IO address. And then there's what I'm talking about with the link to your sound card. And pages in the manual for notes. Let's look at the Revision A, March 10th of 1994. Just to remember that. A little chewed up here at the bottom. Not too bad. And then compatibility guide for Windows 95. A little bit of water. It's like water damage, but probably the Reveal products. And I didn't have this booklet. That all might be there's the video products. And then the radio card right there. And this is showing how to install this under Windows 95. And again, you know, granted, Windows 95, you probably had 8-bit or ISA slot that was available. Even some hand scanners. I'll have to show my Logitech hand scanner and the adapters for channel base, and then even saw some in here. Reveal joysticks, reveal hard drives, reveal mice, reveal floppy drives, reveal memory, reveal speakers. And I don't know how much of that is probably rebranded, and then reveal keyboards. So just giving you appendix of, and then contacting reveal. There's CompuServe Prodigy, the Reveal BBS, Internet, and probably that address is no longer valid, that URL. And tech support numbers. And fee-based service at $2 per minute from a 900 number. And this is Revision B, September 11th of 1995. Now I did have, we'll get to the adapters. I did have the manual already. In fact, this manual looks even a little bit better shape. And looks to be a lot of the same contents. You know, once again, we learned how to put a plug into an outlet. And so let's look, revision A, March 10th, 1994. That sounds real familiar. That sounds like that's an exact match for the other manual. Now, I've got, I don't know if it's the same antenna leads with that package. Even looks like that might be original wire ties, never used. Now I do have, and this is probably separate. I have to even determine what the Zoltrix, and that was also a brand that was around, of whether this is just a rebranding of the Reveal or if this is something else that I just stuck in because it was associated. That was the closest match of the ones that I had around. And so we're going to have the original here, and then we have these other, let me see right off of if there's one that maybe is like a closer match. That looks like a pretty much identical. And right hand is the one I got in shipped. They have both the same FCC IDs. Looks like all the same components, all the same positioning. So there's the serial number for that. That starts as 240277 for the adapter I had. And this one that I just got is 461771. So a little bit later in the production cycle. And again, I'd have to look for date codes and things like that on. I don't know if it'd be better to turn down my ring light a little bit. So that's just a view of that one. And then as a comparison, maybe this is the one, yeah, this might be the one for the Zoltrix. That has a different layout, you know, very similar chips and everything else. Even this chip being this PAL or GAL, PAL, being socketed here, having jumpers, JP1, JP2, RP108 revision 2.1, and really about the same. In this case, they're going through and stamping the metal antenna or line out, and warranty is removed if this is broken, sadly. Mine looks complete. I guess that's the serial number on there too. That's not any sort of date code, I don't think. Or who knows if they're itemizing things a little bit more, if building that in 1998 or something. Yeah, so see that crystal? Seeing that Zol marking on it? That may be for the matching that Zoltrix. But I would expect a very functional. And then there it even has a header, 4-pin header for the audio out. And who knows if that links in, that may link into something like a CD player, where you can have the CD player audio internally, and that just breaks it out to that port in addition to the output of this FM card. So this is probably the Zoltrix, and then at least I have another one of the reveal boards, just like I had. So ultimately what I gained with that, I only had that Zoltrix software before. Be interesting to kind of do a comparison. But at least I have the software relative to the two reveal boards I have now. So I thought that was kind of neat for me to get that in, and at least with the software I'll be able to go further, because I don't know, I'd have to look around to see if it's archived, and I have direct on diskettes, and I can go through and archive those at least as well. But I thought it was kind of neat going down a whole different channel, of course, or a topic for this video. But if you enjoyed it too, go ahead and click on that like button, please, and subscribe to my channel if you have not done so already. But this is IBM Museum. That's all I have for now. Thank you.